This case opens with two people telling very different stories about the same collapse. A short marriage, shared finances, homelessness, child support, and a sudden separation have all collided in one courtroom. What starts as a simple request for temporary spousal support quickly turns into a financial maze: VA benefits, Social Security, disputed income, and debt neither side can afford. Stay locked in, because as the numbers come out, the judge is forced to make a tough call neither party fully expects.
Married for 2 years, in a relationship for 6. We have a lot of joint finances and bills totaling $3,229 a month. And this was all very surprising, the way that he left the marriage financially and support-wise, physically-wise, all of it. It left me very stressed emotionally and also homeless. And this caused all of our finances to be completely in arrears. And I've been working as hard as I can, but I now am only making take home $400 a week. But I am doing the best I can to pay the bills, but they're all overdue. And he has not reached out at all to help with any of these matters. And that's it, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Van Huizinga,
Yes, Your Honor.
you want to respond to the requests?
Well, Your Honor, those are kind of half-truths that she's telling you right now. Yes, our finances were combined, but I didn't leave of my own accord. She started recording our conversations, and then she proceeded to tell me that she didn't feel safe with me anymore. We were living in our van at the time. So at that moment, legally, I was kind of forced to leave the situation, which she also took the vehicle keys and never let me have access to the vehicle in the first place. She obviously, it came to the point where she was obviously going to start, legal proceedings against me. At that point, I had to leave for her own safety as well as for my own emotional and mental safety. So it wasn't me leaving by my own accord, Your Honor.
Okay, that honestly, at this point, it really doesn't matter to the court. It's more of having, trying to figure out how to deal with your joint finances and set you both on a path to separate lives. Let's see. And Mr. Van Huizinga, you get a VA benefit as well as Social Security benefit, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, but my Social Security all goes to child support.
Okay. But then you have $4,305 in veterans benefits that you're living on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
But at the moment, I'm in transitional housing.
Okay, tell me what that means.
So after she had me leave the vehicle, I didn't have anywhere to stay, so I called 211, and I got linked in with community rebuilders.
Okay, so you're not actually paying for your housing at the moment?
No, but I have to pay for my housing to get into it by the 15th.
Of January?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And is there a child support order? Oh, that's child support in another case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Okay, but bottom line is, and you said it takes all of it? It should only be taking 50%.
No, they take all of it, Your Honor. I pay $1,600 a month in child support.
Okay. And Ms. Puro, would you agree with that?
No, he does get a kickback of quite a bit. They take an amount already out of his VA pay and then some also from his Social Security. So he does get an additional, I think, $400 to $500 kickback in his checking account on top of the VA pay. Sorry, Social Security does not all go to child support is what I am inferring.
Okay, but the total that he pays essentially is equal to what he receives in Social Security?
This is the moment where the court stops listening to emotion and starts following the money. Up to now, both sides have focused on how they ended up here, but legally, intent doesn't matter as much as income and obligations. The judge is carefully breaking down Social Security, VA benefits, child support deductions, and actual take-home pay to see what's realistically left. This matters because spousal support isn't about punishment, it's about temporary balance. And here's the problem, both parties are barely surviving. When a judge openly says, "I don't see how either of you can make these payments," that's a major red flag. So ask yourself, when both sides are drowning financially, who should carry the burden?
I would say that I believe he pays around $1,400 a month for both cases that he
Okay.
has.
All right, and his Social Security is $1,239 a month?
I believe,
That's
yes.
that's what you submitted with your
Yep,
motion.
that
Okay,
makes
all
sense.
right. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what's
Mhm.
left. So it sounds to me like the veterans benefit is what is left, and then ma'am, you're making, you said $400 a week?
$400 is my take-home pay.
Okay. And what is taken out of your pay?
I make $14.62 an hour, and so what comes back to me is basically $12.15 an hour. I
Do you
have
have anything
1,600.
deducted? Do you have anything deducted other than taxes?
Oh no, just regular taxes.
Okay, and are you taking extra withholding?
No.
Okay, so your take home is about 1,600 a month?
Yes.
All right. And who has the vehicle?
I have the vehicle. Mr. Van Isinga has not had a driver's license in maybe a decade or more, so I'm the only one that can drive the vehicle.
All right. And
It's currently, I'm not driving it because I can't afford to pay the insurance. What I make only covers my rent and then $7 a day for food.
all right. Um, and sir, how much is your rent going to be? Do you know?
My rent's gonna be around 1,700 a month.
Okay. All right. And what are the total debt payments per month, Ms. Pearl?
$3,229. That is my monthly budget, me and his bills that were combined. I didn't
Your,
put a cell phone in there, which is $100 a month, I believe.
Your Honor,
Okay.
with all due respect, she's not counting the money that I work for her for.
I don't understand that statement. Explain that to me.
I work for her under her LLCs as well as doing Uber Eats and DoorDash, and I did more than half the work, and she got the money for it, so I didn't count that. We didn't even, I didn't even consider that.
You're not doing that now, though, right?
No, I haven't done that in the 3 months that we've been separated.
Okay, all right. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what your budgets are going forward, your respective budgets. Um, yeah, honestly, given your financial circumstances, I don't see how either one of you is going to make these debt payments. And I don't usually encourage people to file bankruptcy, but I'm not quite sure what else, what other avenue you have. And are these debts in both of your names?
There is a PayPal account that was paid off that's in my name, but we used it for extensively our household as well as trip finances that we took together. And that is all of our debt and together that we accumulated, as well as $2,500 in overdraft. It's in my name, but it was used for household finances. That's my checking account. That's negative $2,500 right now because I
Okay.
gave Mr. Van Isinga all of my cash and money that I had for government loans.
We can't do a trial right now, which is what you're kind of asking me to do. Mr. Van Isinga, have you contributed to any of these expenses since you've been separated?
I gave her $700 the first month that I was because she sent me a text message saying that she needed money. So I did Zelle her $700. But then I had to stop sending her money because it started getting text-wise, it started getting weird. She started threatening me with like bench warrants and stuff. So I just had to cut contact at that point.
And how long have you been married?
2 years.
2 years?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the balance on the PayPal?
It is over $8,000, but that's also incurring late fees because I couldn't afford to pay any of it. I was homeless without any food or anything.
Okay. And how much is the payment on the Toyota?
It is $899. Insurance on it is $343.
And what is the age of this vehicle?
It is a 2022 Toyota Sienna.
Okay. Again, you may have to turn that in and get something cheaper. I don't know how the two of you are going to make this work. Yeah, obviously we're making it work during the marriage. I don't know how you're going to make it work in a divorce because two households are more expensive than one for sure. At this point, I will order temporary spousal support of $500 a week from Mr. Van Isiga to Ms. Pearl. And again, that's temporary, and we'll resolve this case at trial. Is there anything further?
$500 a week, Your Honor?
No, I'm a month, $500
okay.
a month. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
misspoke if I said that.
In the end, the judge makes it clear this is not a long-term solution, it's a temporary lifeline. The court orders $500 per month in temporary spousal support, not because one side won, but because the financial imbalance demands short-term stabilization. At the same time, the judge openly acknowledges that the debt load, vehicle costs, and living expenses are unsustainable for both parties. This ruling highlights a hard truth in family court: divorce often turns one household into two financial emergencies. Temporary support buys time, not security, and the real battle will come at trial. Now we want to hear from you. Did the judge strike the right balance here, or was this order unfair given both parties' struggles? If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom analysis.